Okay guys, so in this video today, I'm taking this grapevine wreath and I am going to make a cute little Christmas wreath using that little Dollar Tree sign. But the sign was a little bit big for the wreath, so I'm going to show you how I took it apart. And then I just kind of made this sign a little bit smaller. Now, when I first started this video, I was doing it live and I was talking live. I'm recording over it right now because I was having some technical difficulties that day. So that's why I'm talking over it. So that's why if you see like a lot of hand gestures in my video, it's because I had started doing it live, but then I started having again some technical difficulties. So now I'm talking over it. So I'm just taking, that's just a little cheese cutter that I have. It's not very sharp, but it fit underneath that piece of cardboard perfectly, so that's why I used it. But just be really careful if you take these signs apart. Sometimes they are glued on there pretty good. So I'm just taking that little sign there and I'm going to hot glue a pipe cleaner to it, and that's how I'm going to secure it to the wreath. And I'm making this wreath. I have 2 picks and then I have a bunch of scraps. So this is my little scrappy Christmas wreath. And I always tell you guys to keep all your little floral scraps, and this is why. I used it. I used my little floral scraps to make an entire wreath. So you'll see that in just a moment. I did have 2 picks, but then the rest of it was just scraps that I had left over. So I just secured it there with the pipe cleaner, as you can see. And it's going to be more secure as we get to hot gluing our florals on, but it's pretty secure. It's not going to move around or anything. But I'm going to add some glue to it here shortly, and it's going to make the sign even more secure. You'll see. So I am using a few different types of greenery on this wreath. Again, I had 2 picks and the rest was just some scraps. And sometimes you get those picks from Hobby Lobby with that particular type of evergreen. And sometimes they're really nice, and other times, you know, like what I was just showing you a moment ago, they get a little scraggly. So I try to hide that when I can. I'm sure it just happens in shipping. There's nothing, you know, you can really do about it. It's just, I try to hide it. And that's the other little pick that I have. And as you can see, I'm talking in the video, but again, I wasn't able to continue on with it. So that's why I'm talking over it. But I wanted to use a lot of greenery in this video because on the little sign, you know, it's got the evergreens in the back. And so I just kind of wanted to play into that a little bit. And so now I'm just hot gluing on some of the scraps that I have. And I'm just kind of putting things, you know, where I think they would look nice. And then I'm just trying to spread it out a little bit. I like mixing different kinds of greenery together because I think it adds a lot of depth and dimension to your project. So just showing you what I was doing, and as I get some greenery on the other side there under that sign, it becomes a lot more secure. And just trying to get those little glue strands off because my gosh, they get everywhere. And a lot of this was just stuff that I had on hand, guys. I had the grapevine. I've used it several times. I'm not going to use it anymore because I used hot glue in this video. But I have used it several times, so I definitely got my money's worth. And so now I'm just hot gluing in a couple of those little magnolia leaves I had left over from another project. And the ribbon off to the side there, I've had that ribbon for a couple of years now. I would wrap it around a couple of my Christmas trees, but this year I'm doing something a little bit different, so I decided to use it on a wreath. I thought that little home for the holiday sign would be cute on the front door. I'm hoping that all my kids will be able to make it home this Christmas. I have one that lives in Washington State. I have one that lives in a different part of Pennsylvania. And then I have another one who lives in New York State. So all my girls are grown and they're a little scattered all over the board. And so I am hoping that they will all be able to come home for the holidays this year. So when I saw that sign, it made me think of my kids. So that's why I got it. So I did have a little pick of those red berries, and I just think that those red berries really look so pretty in the evergreens. They just really pop, and it brings the red from the sign over to the other side. So I just thought that would look really pretty on here as well. And I got all of these picks. The three that I used, they were all half off from Hobby Lobby. And then the other ones, they were from Hobby Lobby too, but again, they were just scraps from other projects. And so everything was half off. And that home for the holiday sign, now that did come from Dollar Tree. Just want to make sure I clarify that. And I was at my Dollar Tree a couple of days ago, and they still had a few of those signs there in case you like it and you wanted to get one. Your Dollar Tree hopefully will still have some. So if you can tell, I am just taking those berries and I'm just spacing them around the wreath in various places just so that there's balance. You have some on the near the sign, you have some on the bottom, you have some on the top, just to, bring some balance. I didn't want to have them just on one side of the wreath. Whenever I do florals and like the embellishments, I try to make sure there's some balance so that everything just looks nice and cohesive. So that's what we have so far. And so now it's time to make our bow. And I just had a couple of pieces of that ribbon. And so I decided I would just put them together and just make a nice pretty bow. And the berries and the ribbon, again, there's berries on the wreath. So I thought the berries and the ribbon would just be complementary. And I thought that would just turn out really cute. And it did. I hope you guys like it. I try to do a little bit of a bow tutorial in most of my videos, just so you can see how I do a lot of my bows. So that's why when I'm making a bow, I try and make sure that it's in frame and that I'm going slow and just showing you guys how I make my bows. I try and do it in just about all of my videos because some people are a little intimidated with bows. There's all different ways you can make them, but this is usually the way that I tend to do mine. That's how I learned to do my bows when I was a floral designer at Michael's. But I really do love that ribbon. I thought that ribbon was so pretty, and I got that ribbon a few years ago from Hobby Lobby. I haven't seen it though this year. Maybe your Hobby Lobby has it. I'm not sure if they still carry it. But I haven't seen it at mine, or maybe they just sold out of it. I don't know. But if you really like that ribbon, then hopefully they still have it. and just showing you that I put the pipe cleaner on really tight. I try to get it on there as tight as I can, just so that my bow is really secure. So just fastening it to the other side of the wreath there. I like those brown pipe cleaners because they really do camouflage themselves. They blend in quite nicely, especially when you're doing a grapevine wreath. So now just tweaking the bow, making sure the bow looks the way I want. You know, I'm a little bit of a stickler when it comes to my bow and how everything lays down. That's just one of my things that I like to do. I am going to add a few more things to this wreath, guys, just so you know we're not quite done yet. I had a couple more pieces of that evergreen there. As you can see, I'm just kind of tucking him in. I found him way down at the bottom of my floral bin, and I was like, oh, I got a couple more pieces. I got to use those. So that's what I'm doing here. And then I found that little pick off to the side with the little bulbs on it. And I started just saying, you know what? The more the merrier. Let's just add a little bit more. And then I found that little poinsettia pick. I had another one of those. So I was like, oh my goodness. We're just going to make a nice little happy, colorful little wreath for the front door. And every year around Christmas, I just really, I don't know what it is. It's just the color red is so pretty. And I think it's probably one of my favorite colors. I am really partial to yellow, but I do love red too. And red, green, and yellow seem to be the colors that I really gravitate to. So when I saw that red poinsettia pick, I was like, I think I'm going to put him on there too. And so I did. And then I saw that little pick. I have a whole bunch of stuff in my craft stash, guys. You know, whenever I see something on sale or something on clearance, I know I'm going to use it, so I grab it. But I love the little bulbs on that little pick, and we use that pick again in this video. So we got that pick half off at Hobby Lobby, and we use it a couple of times in this video, so that was pretty cool. And we always have to readjust our bow. Always, always. But I really thought that pick was really pretty with the bulbs on it. That's one of my one of my most favorite picks at Hobby Lobby this year. But I think they had them last year too. And then I found some of those snowflakes. So I just said, okay, let's add those. So I just decided to really make this a nice little happy wreath. And see, there's snowflakes on the little sign, so it ties in very nicely. And whenever you add white to your, to your wreaths or to your floral centerpieces, white just makes everything else pop anyway. So I just said, we're going to add some snowflakes on now too. Just a little happy Merry Christmas wreath. Very nice. Very, very nice. Now, because the temperature has gotten colder, I can actually put this on my front door because when it's cold weather, I don't have an issue with the greenhouse effect that my glass storm door causes during hot weather. So I don't have to worry about my glue melting. So I do get really excited when it gets cold because I can make a really nice wreath for my front door and I don't have to worry about it melting. So that's always a good thing I get excited about around the holidays. And just tucking the little snowflakes in here and there, just so they're kind of peeking out, you know. And I got those little snowflakes from Dollar Tree. You do get a pack of 10. I had used a few of them already, so I only had some left. But you do get a pack of 10. And so I just used what I had on hand, guys. So this is my little scrappy Christmas wreath. And I hope you guys really like how this turns out. I show it to you at the end of the video. And really quick, I wanted to share this idea with you. So we made that little sign in a prior video, and I had him leaning up against my little coffee bar, but he kind of kept falling. And I was like, well, I'm going to find a way to make him stand up. So I got that little frame there from Dollar Tree, that little plastic photo frame that I'm putting hot glue on right now. And I hot glued him to the back of this sign, and that sign does not fall down anymore. So if you like some of those little signs from Dollar Tree, but you want to stand them up, grab those photo frames and do what I just did, and you can stand them up. It's really cool. So moving on, I saw that little sleigh and I thought it was cute, and I do love snowmen, but I wanted to repurpose it, and I wanted to I wanted to make him a little bit more farmhouse style. So I take him apart and then I put him back together completely different. This was really fun, and I actually might get another one because I want to turn it into like a little tray, like a little winter tray. So I took everything apart. So now those are like the little sleigh, the little metal sleigh things that the sleigh slides on. And so I painted them black. And now I'm going to take the snowman sign and that piece of scrap paper, I'm going to decoupage onto it. But I painted the little, what are they called? I don't know what they're called, but I painted them black. And then I spray painted them outside with some of that gold glitter spray. And they turned out really cool. You'll see here in just a moment. But for the life of me, I can't remember what they're called. Anyway, so I'm just cutting this out and I'm going to decoupage it on to our little sleigh there, but I'm going to do the same thing to the top portion. And I'm just going to give this a nice little farmhouse effect. So that's just some satin Mod Podge. And I got my Mod Podge from Hobby Lobby. Sometimes I get it from Dollar Tree, but they have smaller amounts at Dollar Tree. It's a smaller container. And I use a lot of Mod Podge, so I tend to go to Hobby Lobby to get it because you get a bigger one. So now I'm just decoupaging that on, and I'm going to take a sanding block and I'm going to sand out the edges so it all flows nice and even for us. Sorry about that. I got distracted for a moment. Just sanding it and making it all nice and flush. And then I'm going to do the exact same to the other piece of our sleigh, like you see there. And just sanding it again so that it's all nice and flush. See how they turned out? They look like big emery boards, don't they? But they look really cute on this project. And that's just from painting them with some black chalk paint and then spraying them with some of that silver glitter spray. And now I'm just gonna hot glue them back on, but I'm gonna do them a little bit different. They're gonna be standing up instead of laying down. And then I just put a little bit of hot glue on the inside of them, guys, just to reinforce them just a little bit. And if you see down at the bottom of the screen, I get my glue sticks from Dollar Tree, and I'll be honest with you, I really like Dollar Tree's glue sticks. I think that it's really good quality hot glue, and I've gotten glue sticks from other places. I've gotten other brands, but I prefer the Dollar Tree brand. So just wanted to let you know. So just showing you here that I do go back after this video and I painted the back of our sleigh. I did go back and paint all of the backing black, but for the sake of time and for the video, I didn't do it in the video. But I always finish the backs of my projects, so I just wanted to let you guys know that. So see how it's standing up like that? You could totally turn that into a cute little tray, like a little winter tray, and put like, you know, a little tree on it, a little candle. It would be so cute, like on an island or a coffee table. So I took my marker though, and I just touched up some of the paint on the edges of our little, what are those things called? You know what I'm talking about. But I just took a marker and I just marked it on there so that it was black. It's the things that the sleigh slides on. The rudders. The runners. Okay. My husband's over here whispering to me what they are. That's how they look. How cute is that? How cute is that? I love that. But you could have totally done this, guys, and you could have painted the entire thing white, and you could have made the cutest little winter sled tray for, again, your coffee table, your side table, your island. I think that would be such a cute idea. In fact, I might go get another one and do that very thing. So I'm just taking another piece of that pick, and I'm just going to decorate the front of this little sleigh now. And I saw that ribbon at Hobby Lobby. I love that little Merry Christmas ribbon. I think it's so farmhousey, and but it's really versatile too, because you know you can use it for farmhouse, you can use it for country. I just think it's really cute and it's so simple, and I just wanted to put that ribbon on here. So I just hot glue it on here. But as soon as I saw that little sleigh, I was like, oh my gosh, I've got such a cute idea for that little sleigh. So I hope you guys like this. So if you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. I have lots of videos coming out. I love making videos. I love all different kinds of decor, and I just like to craft. It's just been a hobby of mine for so many years. So I just decided to just do a YouTube channel and just share my ideas with you. So I'm glad you guys are here. So thank you. And that's how it turns out. How cute is that? I think it turned out so cute. So I decided to hang this in my sunroom. from my little, I have like a little faux mantle in my sunroom. And so I just decided to hang it. And so whenever I glue something onto the back to hang something, I always like to get a little piece of cardboard and just reinforce it like you see I'm doing there. But I just took that same string that it came with originally and I just put it right back on, but just in a different way. And then that's what I used to hang it up. And I'll show you here in a second how I hung it up. And then I did go back after my video and I did paint the entire back of this black. Because again, I like for everything to look finished, but just for sake of time, I didn't do it in the video. And there you go. That's how I have it in my sunroom. I think it looks really cute. We just took that little Dollar Tree sleigh and we just gave it a whole new style, and we just made it like farmhousey and neutral, a little neutral. I think it looks really cute. I hope you guys really like that. And just showing you how I have a little faux mantle in my sunroom, and that's how I have it styled for the holidays. And I know you recognize that wreath. That's from a prior video that we made. We made that beautiful wreath up above with the black ribbon. That's from a prior video. If you like that, please check that video out. And then that's my little sign that because you know I have my dogs and I just love that little sign. So moving on, I found this piece of trim. Now this is upcycled. Look, it just broke. But I found that piece of trim and it was in my basement. And I've seen some similar ornaments like this, like the one we're making right now at Hobby Lobby. And it looks like it's just a piece of repurposed wall trim. So when I found that, I was like, oh wow, I'm totally gonna do this. So I just put some hot glue on the back. I'm just fixing it because it broke. And then I'm going to paint it with some white chalk paint on the front to camouflage that little seam there. But this is just a upcycled little repurposed craft here. And I got the idea from a couple of ornaments I saw at Hobby Lobby. So I hope you guys like this. And if you're on a budget, you know, you could go to Lowe's or Home Depot and get, you know, a piece of trim and cut it into multiple pieces, however large or small you wanted them, and you could completely do something just like this for very inexpensive. So I just hope to give you the idea. So now the paint is dry. I'm just taking a Sharpie marker and I'm just going to write the word joy because that is the one that I saw at Hobby Lobby. And I'm just making sure I've got my wording spaced out as close to the center as possible, just to make everything look nice and cohesive and balanced. So I just took some gold metallic paint and I just went over it with a very small, very thin paintbrush there, just to highlight the word a little bit more and to give it a little bit of a metallic look to it. I love that gold paint. I love how when the light catches it, it really glistens. So I thought this would be pretty. And if you notice in the video, I remembered to wear my glasses. So yay me. Finally, I remembered to have my glasses nearby. As soon as I turned 45, guys, I had to have glasses. I'm 49 now. And look how cute that is. But I'm 49 now and I wear my glasses all the time, just about. Whenever I'm writing or reading, I have to. But it happened as soon as I turned 45. It was like, oh my gosh, what happened to my eyesight? So, but it's okay. It's fine. Dollar Tree sells readers. So just taking another piece of that little pick and just hot gluing some of the evergreen onto our little ornament there. And then I saw those little those little gold pieces, and I was like, you know, that'll be cute. So I figured I'll just add those on too. I thought they would just be really cute on there. I really like this little craft. I think it's probably the most simple one that we've done in this video, but it was honestly the most fun in a way because it was just upcycling this little piece of trim, and I think it just turned out so cute. I love stuff like that. So I really hope you guys like this, and I just like to give you the idea. So just using another piece of that beautiful black ribbon that I love so much. Oh my gosh, I love that ribbon. I just think it's so pretty and elegant. I really do. If you hear that big banging in the back, that was my dog. That was my dog deciding to try to come through the door. They get really rambunctious, and when I'm recording over my videos, I have to keep them downstairs, and they don't like being downstairs without mommy, so I think they're trying to tear the door down. But that's how it turned out, guys. It's just this little rustic, it's like rustic and elegant and cute all at the same time. I love this. I think it turned out really cute. And again, I just hope I gave you the idea. And I just really hope that you guys like this video. There's our wreath. That's our little scrappy Merry Christmas wreath that we made with a bunch of scraps. And I just really hope that you guys like this video. I had so much fun making this video, so I hope you guys like it. I hope I gave you some ideas. You know, I'm just having a really good time here, and I hope you're enjoying this wonderful season. I will have more videos coming out soon. Thank you so much for being here today. And until the next time, guys, I hope to see you later, and take care.